Hello friends, welcome to Study Tricks. With this session, we are going to introduce aptitude classes in our channel. First of all, let me tell different viewpoints that students generally have in aptitude. Many students are afraid of aptitude just because the reason that they don't know mathematics. But I wonder how logically this fits. If aptitude and mathematics are same, then they would not have named it as aptitude. They have named it aptitude because aptitude sums need some logic within us. They are solved in a simpler way if we apply logic. That means aptitude is some part logically dependent, but it becomes more easier if you know maths well. But I don't agree with the statement that you don't know mathematics, so you are not going to try aptitude and you will be carrying this fear for longer time. This is absolutely, it's shocking to me. Like, aptitude is different from mathematics. First, you people should know that aptitude is different from mathematics. If it is same, every competitive exam syllabus copy would say that mathematics and reasoning. No, it is saying aptitude and reasoning. That means there is a difference between aptitude and mathematics. This difference every aspirant should know and do aptitude sums by certain tricks. Then it becomes easier. If you are going to do with the original methods, long methods, you are going to kill your own time in the examination hall and the obvious result would be your failure. So learn some tricks before doing aptitude sums and use those tricks in your examinations. Many students are like they learn certain tricks to calculate simplifications, multiplications and all, but in the examination hall they do the original method which they have studied from childhood. Why? Because of like lack of practice, they fail the confidence that your trick would lead to correct answer. This is not the right way to learn any trick. If you are learning any trick, practice it rigorously. You practice on the day where you have learned that new trick, and after 1 week you try to recollect your tricks, and like that you do for 2 to 3 weeks, and you do with different numbers, mainly in simplifications. If you learn multiplications and divisions, do with various numbers. This is very simple, right? Whenever you are free, you just try doing with different numbers and cross check with your calculators. With this, I want to start the session. In this session we will be seeing how to do squares for numbers up to 300. The trick holds good for all 3 digits numbers, that is up to 400, up to 500 and all. But you need to know squares up to 30 to do squares up to 300. That means if you want to do 499 something like that, you need to know up to 50. Like up to 50 squares, if you know, you can do up to 500. Up to 60 squares, if you know, if you are like without calculating, if you are able to tell what is 59 square and all, that is up to 60, you can do up to 600. So I have restricted this trick up to 300 because up to 30 squares is easy to by heart. Some of you might not know up to 30, so I have written on the left side. Many will be knowing up to 15 very easily because they have been learning from some years. From 15 to 30, some might know and some might not. So I have written on the left side, you should learn up to 30 so that you will be able to do up to 300. Like, okay, coming to trick. Let us start with a 2-digit number. Take 76. To do 76 square, you should know 7 square and 6 square. What is 7 square? 49. What is 6 square? 36. Write the numbers 49 and 36. In the next line, you have to multiply all the visible numbers here. What is that? 7, 6 and 2. That is 7 into 6 into 2. That means 7 into 12. 84. You write this 84 leaving units place empty. That is under 6 you should leave an empty space and then write the number. Now you add these numbers. 6 plus there is no number here, so 6. 3 plus 4 is 7. 9 plus 8 is 17, 1 carry. 4 plus 1 is 5. This is your 76 square. 76 square is 5776. Coming to a 3-digit example. Take 232, that is 232 whole square. you need to break this number before units digit. That is, before 2 you break this number. And apply the same trick. Consider 23 as one number, 2 as one number. Don't take the first 2 and 32. No, your trick will not apply if you break the number after 2. That is after first 2, like 2 and 32. If you break like that, your trick will not work. Break before units digit. Now what are the two numbers? 23 and 2. Now apply the trick. What is 23 square? Those who don't know, look on the left side. 23 square is 529. So 529. What is 2 square? It is 4. But you should write in the form of 2 digits. That is 0 and 4. Like if you have 3 in the units place, 3 square is 9. But you should write 0, 9. Like that. You should write squares in 2 digit only. That is 0 and 4. Now, in the second line, you should multiply all the visible numbers. I said take 23 as one number and 2 as one number. So, 23 into 2 into 2. 23 fours are 92. Now, add these numbers. Where you should write this 92? Leaving units place you should write. So, under 7, there is an empty space and then write 92. Now, add these numbers. 4, there is no number here. That means 4. 0 plus 2 is 2. 9 plus 9 is 18. 1 in the carry. 2 plus 1 is 3 and again 5. So your 232 whole square becomes 53824. It is simpler than the normal method which we have been learning since years, right? So follow these methods in your competitive exams. Take another example. 212, that is 212 square, where you need to break before units digit, that is before 2. Now your number becomes 21 and 2, right? 21 and 2. What is 21 square? 21 square is 441. 2 square is 4. As I have said, you should write squares in 2 digit number. Write it as 0 and 4. Don't directly write 4. Write it as 0 and 4. Now in the second line, you should multiply all the numbers. That is 21 into 2 into 2. That is 21 fours are 84. Your answer will be under 4. There is no number. We should leave units place. There is an empty space here. So what is 4 plus? There is nothing. So 4. 0 plus 4 is 4. 1 plus 8 is 9. 4 and 4. Your 212 whole square is 44944. Another example, 63 square. It's 2 digit number. So simpler, very simpler than 3 digit. 6 square, we know 36. 3 square is 9. In the form of 2 digits, it is 0 and 9. In the second line, you should write 6 into 3 into 2. That means 18 2s are 36. Leaving an empty space under the units place, you write 36. Now add 9. 0 plus 6 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 3 is as it is. So your answer is 3969. And the same trick applies even if you have decimal, because decimal is just a place. You can do, for suppose take an example 28.2. That means you apply the method like how you apply for 282. That means breaking after units digit, your number becomes 28 and 2. What is 28 square? 784. What is 2 square? 04. Why 04? Because you should write in 2 digits form only. 04. Now, in the second line, you should multiply 28 into 2 into 2. That means 28 fours are 112. Now add 4. 0 plus 2 is 2. 4 plus 1 is 5. 8 plus 1 is 9 and again 7. Now you consider this decimal. In the question, decimal is before one place. That means if you square it in your answer, you will be getting decimal before 2 places. So I have placed decimal after 5. That means 28.2 whole square becomes 795.24. Similarly, what if you have 0.84 whole square? Same, right? You apply the trick for 84 and then you see the place of decimal. Look this example. 84 square. What is 8 square? 64. And what is 4 square? 16. Now in the second line, multiply 8 and 4 and 2. That is 8 into 4 into 2. That is 64. Now you add 6 plus, there is nothing here. So 6. 1 plus 4 is 5. 4 plus 6 is 10. 1 carry 7. Your answer is 7056 if it is 84. But the question is 0.84. In the question, the point is before two numbers. That means in the answer, you should get decimal before 4 points, right? As it is square, the places doubles. Here, the decimal is before two numbers. That means in answer, it should be before 4 numbers. In the previous question, decimal is before one number. That means in answer, decimal should be before two numbers. The trick is as simple as this. But many students face difficulty in solving this trick also because they don't know 29 table, 28 table like that. So what you should do is practice more and more. See, I'll show you another example like 292. Take this case. 29 square is 841. Okay, many people can write this because we have learnt up to 30. So you can manage writing this first line because here the number is 292. Breaking before the unit digit, it becomes 29 and 2. 29 square is 841. 2 square is 4. Writing in the form of 2 digits, it becomes 0 and 4. So this first line is easy for many. See the second line. In this case, you should know 29 table because 29 into 2 into 2. That means 29 into 4. 116. This you should know. Many people will be doing in the separate rough sheet again. 29 into 4. That becomes very big. No point of using trick itself. So you should be familiar with tables up to 28, 29. At least you should do in minimum time. 29 fours is 116. Again the trick follows same. Under the 4 there is no number, so 4 no number, it's looking like 1, so I am striking it. And under 4 it is nothing, so 4. 0 plus 6 is 6. 1 plus 1 is 2. 4 plus 1 is 5. 8 plus there is no number, that means 8 itself. 85264. 292 whole square is 85264. Imagine if it is for 298. You should know 29 into 8 into 2. That means 29 into 16 you should know. For numbers like this, with practice, you will be able to do it in a minimum time. So, I suggest you to practice more. Whenever you are free, take some random numbers, take on your own, practice it and then check with your calculator. This makes your calculations easy. You can apply this method for 412, 512, but there if it is 412, you should know 41 square and then 2 square, then again 41 into 2 into 2. So I am restricting it up to 300 because up to 30 it is easier and many students who are preparing for competitive exams will be knowing up to 30. With this, I am ending this session. Let's meet in upcoming sessions with newer tricks and many more topics. That's all. Until next session, stay tuned to Study Tricks. Please like, share, subscribe.